Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson, World Alternative Media here, and more news on Jeffrey Epstein. Now, we've recently reported on the photos of Bill Clinton seen on the Lolita Express with Kevin Spacey and Chris Tucker that recently came out, where Bill Clinton posed with Ghislaine Maxwell as well as one of Epstein's sex slaves, Shantae Davies. There's more information. We're just getting pummeled with information regarding Jeffrey Epstein, who definitely didn't kill himself, by the way. And as this Forbes magazine article says, surveillance video outside Jeffrey Epstein's cell was deleted in clerical error, jail says. This isn't all. We're going to get into some more here, but first, make sure to check those links below. This video will definitely be shadow banned and demonetized, as all other videos on this subject are, because YouTube doesn't like talking about Jeffrey Epstein or massive child pedophile ring cover-up. So make sure to check those links below. Anyway, continuing on, this notion that they lost this footage, we reported on this a month ago originally, where it was originally stated that the footage had been lost. But then the US government claimed, well, actually, we found the footage after losing it. And say, okay, great, story over, let's see this footage. And here we are, again, Forbes magazine, as I mentioned, surveillance video outside Jeffrey Epstein's cell was deleted in clerical error, jail says. How do you manage that? Does anybody at all believe this story? NBC News reported that surveillance video footage shot from outside Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan jail cell during his first apparent suicide attempt has been permanently deleted after that same footage was reported as lost and then found, becoming the latest blunder in a highly criticized series of errors that led to Epstein's death. And continuing on, there's more news, as this article out of the Daily Mail says, Jeffrey Epstein's accusers insist there's no way he killed himself, as they question the mysterious circumstances surrounding his jail cell suicide that robbed them of justice. And as it goes into here, Jeffrey Epstein was arrested on July 6th and pleaded not guilty to federal charges of sex trafficking. He was found dead on August 10th in his cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center, and an autopsy concluded that he hanged himself, though there was another autopsy done by Michael Baden, which actually proved that it was a homicide. I mean, so obviously, again, mainstream media complicit in covering this up, as we saw with the Project Veritas leak, showing that ABC News and Disney covered up for Epstein for years, as a tape of Amy Robach came out showing that she had all this evidence on Epstein. She had accusers, and a bunch of elitists like Buckingham Palace and Bill Clinton and the Clinton family stopped the story from coming out. It tells you who the mainstream media listens to. They're all complicit. And as we saw recently, Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes telling all these celebrities, oh, shut up, I know he was your friend, after saying Epstein didn't kill himself. Carrying on with this article, it says, one of his accusers, Maria Farmer, told ABC News she doesn't believe Epstein took his own life. She says Epstein and his madam, Ghislaine Maxwell, sexually abused her and her sister as teenagers. Two more alleged victims, Gina Lisa Jones and Michelle Licata, expressed similar doubts. Shantae Davis, another accuser, said she felt robbed of being able to confront Epstein in court after his death. Yeah, so, I mean, right from the start, when we were reporting on Epstein, we reported on Epstein so long before most medias. The first time I mentioned him, I believe, was 2006 or 2007, when there was allegations and stuff coming out. And then we've been talking about him for years, since the beginning of Wham, and everyone called us crazy, even though it was on the record he was convicted. And we were calling out Prince Andrew. We were calling out Bill Clinton. We were calling out Trump. We were calling out all these people that were in any way associated with him. And his web of associates spanned so incredibly far. And I do want to note a story from just, I think, January 7th, 2015, which I recently came across. It shows Prince Andrew's sex allegations. Jeffrey Epstein's butler, Alfredo Rodriguez, who stole Tell All Black Book, dies, age 60. Rodriguez served prison time after refusing to hand over Epstein's book in 2011 and attempting to sell it for over £30,000. Okay, sketchy stuff, not nice, but This has been going on for a while. We have all this evidence of all these people disappearing, dying. It's like the Clinton body count. I mean, I think it was over 80 women have accused Bill Clinton of rape or sexual harassment. Nothing happens to him. Same with Joe Biden. Many people make accusations on both sides of the aisle. This isn't a political issue. It shouldn't be biased. It's about child rape and molestation and all that kind of stuff. We interviewed Juanita Broderick back in 2016 for the first time, as well as a couple other times. Of course, she was the one that was the first allegation of rape against Bill Clinton going back to 1978. But it appears that we just keep seeing over and over again people disappearing, people dying, and all these people just, I mean, there's evidence that Ghislaine Maxwell is in Israel right now, living somewhere in Israel, being protected as an agent. And that's one of the major things, is that it appears that Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were working as agents, government agents, and getting blackmail on major figures, political, banking, celebrity, like Hollywood, music, whatever it might be. And so that should have your eyes. I mean, guilt by association is a bad thing, but that should have your eyes on all these people that have associated with Epstein so wholeheartedly. And again, guilt by association goes out the window when you have Bill Clinton working with Kevin Spacey, where all these allegations are made against Spacey, and a ridiculous amount for years have been made against Bill Clinton. I mean, at this point, can you possibly doubt that there's some kind of connection there? We were talking about Bill Clinton flying on Epstein's airplane 26 or 27 times on the Lolita Express, the sex slave plane, back in 2015, 2016, and how the Secret Service ditched him more than a dozen times, and how there was evidence that there might be video of Bill Clinton molesting an underage girl on that airplane out there somewhere, as news stories at the time broke. This has been going on for a while. We've been reporting on it for a while. We'll continue reporting on it. We hope that people keep sending us all the information they can that they find on Epstein. Make sure to comment below anything that you might have, and anything in general. We just want to hear from you guys, because this is huge, and it's been one of the major, most craziest cover-ups we've seen since Jimmy Savile was covered up by BBC in the Buckingham Palace. After being one of the most notorious child sexual predators of all time. We need to keep calling this stuff out and going after these criminal, rapist, murderers, I guess, by the looks of it. I mean, it appears as though Jeffrey Epstein was either killed for being about to testify, or was switched out and sent to another place. Bill Clinton spent all this time on his ranch, by the way. I should mention, there's so many things that have happened recently. I'm sorry if I'm jumbling a bunch of facts up here, but Bill Clinton apparently spent a crazy amount of time on Jeffrey Epstein's New Mexico ranch, where there's a schoolhouse and an underground party lair. I mean, really creepy stuff. And on top of that, Jeffrey Epstein's brother a while back ago said that he doesn't believe his brother killed himself either, and that he was actually innocent, according to him. There's just so much stuff happening. I don't know. And we will continue breaking this info down as much as we can. So stay tuned for more here at Wham. Make sure to check those links below. We are not allowed to talk about this stuff on YouTube. We're definitely being demonetized on this video. If you see ads, also let us know, because YouTube puts ads on the demonetized videos that they say are not appropriate for advertisers and take all the money for themselves. We've been demonetized. We've been censored. Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube, said herself that she cut down controversial content by 70% in the last year, and it's affected us dramatically. I'm selling everything I own and moving to the other side of the world as a nomad in order to keep producing videos, because YouTube has bankrupted us. So consider looking at pledging and donating and checking those links out below. It's really important. We must not allow ourselves to be censored. I have no doubt in the future that we will prevail, but it's a transition that's the most difficult phase, and we need your help now more than ever. Again, find us on flote.app. That's flote.app. The future of social media set to replace Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Tumblr, Reddit, and Patreon all in one, with encrypted messaging, monetization on videos, super chats, and crypto on the live streams. I mean, so many things. No algorithm to tell you what you can or cannot see. No censorship. It's censorship resistant. Anyway, so much to talk about. Check us out on BitChute too. Like this video, share it, and until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change, and Epstein didn't kill himself. Like what you see here at Wham? Don't forget to check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon. We cannot do it without you guys. Every donation is extremely, extremely appreciated, as we're getting incredibly shadow banned. We've lost 80% of our audience since January of 2019 and counting. They are ripping us apart here on YouTube, and the only thing we could do in the meantime as we prepare for the next big step is to ask for help from the viewers that support our free information that we try to post on a daily basis. You can also find us on Subscribestar, where just $1 a month, that's all it takes, $1 a month is all it takes to truly make a huge difference. If everyone gave $1 a month, it would change everything for independent media, and we could win this information war, and we can defeat the mainstream medias eventually. And of course, on Subscribestar, we post subscriber-only content that you'll only see on Subscribestar. So make sure to pledge there, become a Patreon. That makes a huge difference, guys. And also, don't forget to check out our Bitcoin address below in the comments and description, as well as on the screen for you to scan if you please. And also, don't forget to subscribe to us on the alternatives. We will likely be deleted by YouTube in the next 2 years. It's already happening on a vast scale, so make sure to find us on float.app. That's flote.app. at Josh Sigurdson, as well as at WAM, W-A-M. Float.app is replacing every social media, and I mean, it's just incredible the opportunities it provides for not just creators, but for the average person who wants to get away from these nannies telling them what they can or cannot see. They plan to replace Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Tumblr, Reddit, and Patreon. You could subscribe to us on Float and pledge with cryptocurrency. It's really innovative. We are also on BitChute at World Alternative Media, as well as so many others, Minds, PocketNet. You can find us at World Alternative Media on Instagram. There's many options. And finally, don't forget to join us at Anarchapulco 2020, the famous event, the best liberty event known to mankind, other than perhaps Anarcho Vegas 2020. There are 2 major events coming up that we are extremely excited about, and you can use promo code WAM, that's W-A-M, and save 10% on your tickets to these legendary conferences. There's so many amazing people speaking there. You won't want to miss it. So make sure to support in any way you can, even if it's just sharing our videos, pressing like, pressing to be notified. Anything helps, folks. You are the change you wish to see. Thanks for watching, everyone. And until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.
I'm sure you have already changed people's minds in your young age because you're involved, and I like that.